Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your...
What's that got to do with anything?
Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by the Super Huge Mega Camera giveaway for 2022. That's right, it's back and it's better than ever. And by better than ever, I mean it's still really great because it's the same opportunity as last year. This year, one of you will get the chance to spend $3,499.99 of my own money on anything you want at Allen's Camera. And if you're selected at random as a grand prize winner and you own FroPack 1, 2, or 3, you will score a bonus $1,500 to spend on anything else that you want. It's completely free to get entered and there is no purchase necessary. Just remember, if you purchase or already own FroPack 1, 2, or 3, or the bundle, you will score extra entries. To get entered for free right now, head on over to bit.ly/Megafro22. Do not go to Megafro 2022. First up, a photographer named Charles Daniels, who also went by the name of Master Blaster back in the day.
Loud, Master Blaster.
Is sitting on 3,200 rolls of undeveloped film. Now, it's what's on these rolls that make this story interesting. There's potentially rock royalty throughout these rolls. Now, we're talking bands from the late 60s and early 70s like the Rolling Stones, the Who are you? The Faces, Zeppelin, and fine, maybe not Stillwater from Almost Famous, but if they were real, then maybe Master Blaster would have shot them as well. Daniels worked at a venue called The Tea Party, where he was the MC announcing bands. He also happened to bring his camera around to capture what was going on. It was the 70s, so there were a lot less restrictions and a lot more drugs.
Cops didn't say nothing. Hell, he's getting high too. Everybody was good.
What I don't understand is why didn't he ever process the film?
Didn't feel like it.
Nonetheless, here we are in 2022, and he's sitting on 3,200 rolls that need to be processed and preserved. Now, the cost to develop all of this film is kind of staggering. When you think about it, if it costs $10 a roll to process, you're looking at $32,000 right there. But thankfully, a GoFundMe has been set up, and this time it's not for someone who was an asshole and left their gear in their car and thinks that we're their insurance company. Hashtag don't be an asshole. But they set it up, and they've already raised over $43,000 in funds. If there's ever been a perfect setup for a photo documentary,
Vivian Maier.
This is going to be it. Imagine what it would be like to watch each roll come to life after 50 years. Now, I'd watch that. Now, the only concern is, will there be any images? Only time will tell.
When will then be now?
Next up, if you own a Canon R5 or R6, I've got some good news for you. There's a new firmware update. The quick take is that the R5 got some autofocus optimization when using a 1.4 or 2x extender on the 800 5.6 and 1200 f8 that no one actually owns because it's like 30 grand for both of them in total. They also
enhance
the stability of eye detection. Now, I wish someone could fix the stability of my damn eyes.
Time heals all things, except these crazy eyes.
And finally, they
enhance
autofocus tracking when shooting moving subjects. The R6 got the same stable eye detection as well as
enhance
autofocus tracking when shooting moving subjects. The good news here is the autofocus was already amazing, and this will just
enhance
its amazingness. Insert Nikon AF joke here. No, I will do no such thing.
Let's not go for the low-hanging fruit here.
Next up, Insta360 has updated their modular 1R with the new 1RS. Now, I got my hands on a pre-production model to test out, and it's a really interesting system. First, I do want to say I think that it's time for Insta360 to change their name to something else, being that they do more than just 360 at this point.
That's not the point. The point is...
Let me know down below what you think they should be called. Anyway, here's a quick rundown of the main specs and features. The 1RS has a new core, aka the brain of the system, with a faster processor, new 3-mic array, and new camera mount. What makes this system so cool is the fact you can swap out lenses. There's the new 4K boost lens, which has a 1/2-inch sensor, which is larger than what you find in the GoPro 10. There's a 5.7K 360 modular, which has lenses on both sides. There's a 1-inch sensor lens, and the good news is your old lenses from the R still work on the RS. There's a newer a bigger battery, which should give you more than an hour of record time. You could swim with the RS down to 16 feet, and the new mounting case helps to dissipate heat and shield your mics from the wind. The favorite feature that we tested out is called Flow State, that keeps your footage super still, and you can even change the field of view after the fact. Now this camera is perfect for doing invisible kickflips.
Yo, do a kickflip!
What's really cool is that you can't see the selfie stick because it's taken out automatically by Insta360's software, but you can still see the shadow on the ground. It doesn't get rid of the shadow. Anyway, you can pick up the 2-lens kit, which is $549.99, which comes with the Brain, the 4K boost lens, and the 360 lens, or you can get the Brain with the 4K boost for only $299. And finally, Sony has unveiled a super compact and tiny new lens, introducing the 16-35 f4 PZ, with the P standing for, and the Z stands for
Zoltan.
No, Dan, it's not Zoltan, it's Zoom. Now, this is not a G Master lens, it's just a G.
But a G thing, baby.
But according to Sony, this is the world's lightest f4 wide zoom lens, weighing in at only 353 grams, which I don't even know what that means because I don't understand grams.
Royale with cheese.
On the lens, you have an iris lock, a click and declick setting, zoom ring, manual focus ring, AF to MF switch, a mappable button, and a powered zoom rocker. Now moving on to Sony propaganda. This lens features Sony's XD linear motors with 4 motors for electronic power and zoom, and 2 motors for focus. These motors allow for 8 different zoom speeds, which will come in handy for video shooters. Now, personally, this wouldn't be my first choice of lens for stills, but in my opinion, this lens would be a great option for video shooters. If this lens is for you, it's going to set you back $1,200 and not be available until July, which means due to higher demand than expected, these lenses might take longer than 6 months to get to you. We thank you for your patronage and sorry for any delay. There you have it. That's your photo news fix this time around. To check out the last fix, go ahead and click on the screen right here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That's where I'm gonna leave it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.